Welcome back to another video. It's Friday again, and you know what that means. It's Top Fuel Teachers time. So in this video, Chris is going to be telling us more about Project Primera and how he's been getting on with it. I know we've had a lot of parts turn up for it, but we can't say where they came from and we can't say how long they took. Also, we'd like to say a massive thank you to Liquid Molly there for sending us a package to help out with our project cars and these lovely banners that they've seen. So, Liquid Molly, thank you.
So yes, as AD has already said, we're talking about the Primera update today. As you can see, it's back on its wheels and the side skirts are on. Now, we don't intend on keeping these wheels, however, wheels cost money, our budget isn't great. So, what we are thinking is, do we space these out? They sit nice, it's a very 90s look. However, the year is 2023, we need to do something with these wheels. Would you suggest spacers? 10mm, 15mm? Let us know in the comments. Spacers, yes or no, and the size. As I've just said, the side skirts are back on. We've had the students cleaning out under there, cleaning up the side skirts, refitting them. Underneath the car, you're not going to see it today, they have been wire brushing like mad. We have now undersealed the car, we've sealed and painted the rear axle, as I spoke about in the last video. So now under there, it's nice, it's dry, it's solid. So at the front of the car then, we have had this headlight out and we have stripped it down completely. Inside, the chrome finishing had actually come away from the adjuster. So we had to strip the light down completely, reattach the adjuster, rebuild it, reseal it, get it back on. Grills are out. They still need a bit of work, a bit of repair work to this one. It's a bit worse than we thought. Unfortunately, the clip has broken clean off, so that will need re-adhesing on. We will do that, we'll get them back in. Also, we suspect that bonnet needs a little bit of fettling. It looks a bit flat. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but it does look a bit flat right in the centre there under the Nissan badge. So we might need to do something about that. However, that's not a major issue. We can come back to that at a later date. Under the bonnet then. Lots of work been going on underneath here. As you can see, we've had an engine dress-up kit bolt start to be installed. Lovely. Also, the radiator mounting brackets, they are now being removed. They will be painted and refitted again with this dress-up kit. As you can see, we need to remove the old stud, fit a riv nut, fit the engine dress-up kit. I know what you're thinking, it's dirty, it needs a new gasket. Well, stand by on that. We're going to get a gasket for that, but our friend at Funky Dips has very kindly offered to do some work on this for us. We've got some ideas we're talking to him about, so stand by for the big reveal on that. But check him out, Funky Dips.
Are they the ones from the Max Power Show with that wicked Nissan Micra?
They're the ones. Check it out, it's on their Facebook page. I was looking at it earlier. Great bit of work there.
Also on my YouTube channel, Road Dog Aid from the Max Power Reunion Show, it's the thumbnail of that video. Check it out. That Micra is outstanding. It is just out of this world.
Cheeky little plug from Road Dog Aid there. Also, we have installed big fat power cable for the sub and amps in the boot. We've also got in here some fresh wiring for the underglow. You will see that later. We do need to fit our big 200 amp fuse for the sub and the amp. That's a project we will do with the kids. We're considering mounting here. We want it to be on display but not in your face. Obviously it doesn't want to get hot, so we're thinking about here. I think that'll be nice. The strut has been removed, cleaned up by the students and refitted twice. We got it upside down the first time. We all had a laugh about that one. Yes, Also, the airbox has been in and out. We've checked the panel filter. As I think we alluded to before, we are looking at maybe a cone filter, but as it stands at the moment, we've got the standard airbox in. Okay then, let's take a look at the inside. So inside the car then, as you can see, we have had the whole interior out. It has been cleaned up, reinstalled, but while we had it out, including the centre console, we installed some extra wiring for, as I said before, the subs, the amps, and the neons, or the underglow as they are now. We've changed the gear knob. I think that looks a bit trick these days, but it's looking a lot cleaner, a lot tidier in there. It actually looks like a car you want to sit in now. Again, in the back, they've also had not just the seats out, but the buffers and the trim off, and I think the students have done a great job at reinstalling it all. As you can see then, they've had fun hoovering, binning rubbish, years of rubbish. I did promise the students if they found money they could keep it. I don't think they found a penny though, unfortunately, but they were excited looking for it, that's for sure. In the back then, coming round, as you can see, JDM exhaust, fits lovely now. And then in the boot, as alluded to earlier, we've got our Vibe 6x9s, we've got our JBL sub and a JBL amp. I appreciate they're not wired in just yet, but this is where we'll be going next with the students on our sound system install. So all in all, great work by the students on this car. They all want to work on it. I've had one student come in today, he missed out working on it. He has asked me specifically to work on this car next week. So I've promised him he can.
So Chris, your students have certainly made good progress with that Primera this week. So that's it for this video. It's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
We'll see you next week. Take care.